Hi, I'm Joan Newcomb, and today's weekly musings is Lies and Whispers. I'm doing a series of weekly musings, and I'm using posts from my blog, Adventures in Density and Effort, as inspiration. When I finish reading the very short blog post, I will give you an updated experience based on all that's going on in the world today. Also, I have some special offers, so stay tuned to the very end to see what they are. Lies and Whispers. The wee hours of the night is a seductive time. It can be a time of reflection, of contemplation, of revelation, or it can be a time of insanity. We all have a hamster wheel in our brains that can replay stories over and over again. These stories trigger intense emotion. Sometimes the stories are completely false. The more dangerous ones have an element of truth with a twist. A clue to whether there's a lie in the story is how dramatic it is and how strongly you feel about it. Lies and whispers abound during the daylight as well. A technique known by spies and religious evangelists is how to program people. You stick a lie in with the truth, a quiet, demeaning aside that sinks into your subconscious and distorts your viewpoint. Abusers make their victims feel like they're at fault for being abused. Narcissists make people bend over backwards to please them in the fruitless hope they'll be acknowledged. There aren't hamsters on your nighttime hamster wheels. They're rats. Don't feed the rats. And don't feed the vermin during the day either. You can drive yourself crazy trying to run around quelling the untruths that they're spreading. It's like running through a maze of funhouse mirrors. Feeding the rats can be fatal. Step back from it all. Detach from the rats by placing your focus on yourself and on your own truth. Who you really are is consciousness, expansive, loving, and joyous. Anita Murjani had a near-death experience that made her realize that we are all magnificent. She'd been suffering from lymphoma for 4 years, weighed 80 pounds, and had slipped into a coma. At the hospital, her doctor told her husband that she was hours from death, and instead, she returned filled with consciousness. The tumors began disappearing. This is all medically documented, and she rapidly recovered. I share this as the perspective that it is all lies and whispers. Anything that denies or limits your magnificence is a lie. Allow that awareness to sink in, and your reality will change and have a ripple effect to all those around you. And this thing totally applies to right now. We have so much misinformation being spewed at us. It's actually pretty evident now where, for instance, in the United States, the Supreme Court will say one thing and then Stephen Miller would come on Fox News and say the exact opposite. So the Supreme Court ruled against the Trump administration, and Steve Miller said they ruled for them. There's a lot of insanity going on in the world. And then what I find is if I wake up in the wee hours, my little monkey mind will start chattering away and it will be making things up. That is not true. I didn't think that. I didn't say that. That didn't happen. Or it will be taking an untruth, manipulating it and burgeoning it out. I haven't talked to that person in years. How do I know what they're really thinking, for instance? Or I don't have to know what's going on in other people's reality. I just need to know what's going on in mine and proceed forward with my own truth. And when you can do that, reality does reorganize and unfold in your favor, and things manifest for you in surprising ways. So if you've had an experience like this, please leave me a comment below. I love to read your comments. And also, if you like these videos, please share them with your family and friends and on your social media. And please click the heart button, the thumbs up button. Please like, follow, or subscribe. And that way, along with leaving a comment, tells the algorithm to share this far and wide and get this out to someone who really needs to see this information. And if you want to know more, my website is joan-newcomb.com. I have a free offer below, as well as some other things, and a book by Anita Murjani. So have fun with this week, and I'll see you next week in another Weekly Musings.